Hey, architects, a good bit of this flat fee process driven method of helping project owners into good contracts with general contractors is aimed at you, our architect friends. By number, architects represent most of the firm's clients, and these are typically commercial projects that our architect friends are working on. But we are very proud to have a few dozen architect clients, architecture firm clients, from small one-person shops to some of the largest architecture firms in the world. And our friends who are architects that help homeowners design new projects know better than anybody how complicated all this is. You know that your contractor is going to substantially outmatch your homeowner clients in terms of like what they understand about allowances and unit prices, and is it going to be is there a design build subcontractor here and there, and what happens when commodity prices change, and who's hiring the civil engineer, and what are all these things that the homeowner needs to think about as they're building their capacity up to take on a residential project. And unfortunately, there's a void, in the market. There's residential real estate lawyers who don't really know about construction, and there's a lot of construction lawyers like me who focus almost exclusively on commercial projects. But there's very few construction lawyers that have tried to find a way to help homeowners have excellent projects, dispute-free projects where, they understand the importance of the role of the architect in the CA phase. They understand, that it's worth paying an architect money to, have them review pay-apps and make site observations and all that good stuff. What I'm really hoping to do, since you residential architects know more homeowners than anybody who are about to embark on, residential construction projects, whether it's ground up or whether, it's putting an addition on or just doing a substantial gut rehab, I'm hoping that you would alert your homeowner clients to the fact that there is somebody in the market that's a construction lawyer that has devised a flat fee process driven method of preparing good residential construction contracts for owners to use to hire contractors, that will allow the owners to spot their risks and consider project delivery methods and think about who should hire who, and to think about what is the right way to interface with their insurance broker, and what's the difference between builder's risk property insurance from commercial general liability insurance, and how can an owner take a look at pricing and engage with the architect on a discussion of are these allowances that the contractor has reasonable, or am I going to be taken for a ride? And there's an opportunity here, I think, for you residential architects to partner with our lawyers and staff to help our mutual clients, residential homeowners, avoid disputes and make sure that they get good work for a fair price. And heaven forbid there is a dispute on the project, that they've got a solid owner contractor agreement that is going to allow them to have that early cost efficient dispute resolution that they need. Because what's the nightmare of every homeowner that's doing a residential project? It's having a contractor walk off, or having a lot of lien claims, or having protracted litigation that is, prohibitively expensive. And so, that's the void that we're hoping to fill. Even though we work almost exclusively on commercial projects, we do have a system now to try to help homeowners get into excellent contracts where issues can be spotted early, and they can be mitigated early, so that they never develop into the kind of nightmare project problems that lead to claims or disputes. And so, if any homeowners that are about to embark on a residential construction project, we'd hope that you turn them on to the fact that we're trying to fill this void in the market and present for them an affordable, flat fee process driven method of getting into a good owner contractor agreement.